Imagine you are at a restaurant. The waiter brings your order and it is completely wrong. You ordered the salad and they brought you the steak. You stare at it. You hate steak. But when the waiter comes back and asks, "Is everything okay?" you smile and say, "Yes, it's perfect, thank you." Later, you drive home hungry and furious with yourself, wondering why you couldn't just say 4 simple words. "This isn't my order." If this sounds familiar, people have probably called you a nice person your whole life. The easygoing friend, the low-maintenance partner, the employee who never makes a fuss. But deep down, you know there's a difference between being nice and what you're doing. You see, niceness is a gift. It's when you have enough emotional space to be kind and you choose to share it. It comes from safety and abundance. People-pleasing, however, is not a gift. It's a fee. It's what you pay just to feel allowed to exist in a room. It doesn't come from love. It comes from fear. Fear of rejection. Fear of conflict. Fear that if you stop being useful or agreeable, people will leave. Psychologists often connect this to a trauma response called fawning. Just like fight or flight, fawning is a survival strategy where you neutralize a threat by becoming exactly what other people want you to be. But not all people pleasers look the same. The internal feeling is the same. I'll abandon myself so you'll accept me. But it wears different costumes. Today, we're going to unpack the 6 distinct archetypes of people pleasers. Let's find out which one you are. The first type is the yes person. If you're a yes person, your default answer is sure, even when every cell in your body is screaming no. Your friend asks for a favor you don't have time for. Yes. Your boss adds another project to your overflowing plate. Of course, you agree to plans you don't want to attend and opinions you don't even share. For you, saying no doesn't just feel rude, it feels dangerous. The moment you even think about setting a boundary, your chest tightens. Your brain floods with predictions. They'll think I'm selfish. They'll be disappointed. Psychologists link this to sociotropy, a deep fear of losing connection. You've learned that your value is tied to your compliance. If you go along with things, you're safe. If you stand your ground, you're at risk. The tragedy here is that the yes person often ends up resentful. You overload your schedule, then silently blame other people for using you, when in reality, you're the one overriding your own limits. The second type is the chameleon. If you're a chameleon, you don't just agree with people, you subtly become them. With your intellectual friends, you're calm and analytical. With your loud friends, you're suddenly the life of the party. You absorb other people's vocabulary, energy, and even their body language. This comes from high self-monitoring, scanning your environment and adjusting your performance to fit in. It's a social superpower, but it creates a terrible side effect: identity diffusion. Because you spend so much time wearing masks, you eventually forget what your real face looks like. You might sit alone on a Friday night and feel strangely blank. What do I like? What do I want? For the chameleon, people-pleasing isn't about doing favors. It's about erasing yourself so there's never any friction between you and the group. You choose harmony over identity. The third type is the peacekeeper. For a peacekeeper, conflict feels like a fire alarm going off in your nervous system. Even mild tension makes your whole body tighten. You have an almost psychic ability to sense when someone is upset. You hear it in their tone, you see it in how they close a door, and the second you notice it, you go into crisis mode. You crack a joke to lighten the mood. You apologize first, even if you didn't do anything wrong. You downplay your own feelings just to keep the waters calm. This often develops in volatile homes where keeping the peace was necessary for safety. You learned, if everyone else is calm, I'm safe. If someone is upset, I'm in danger. The cost is that you never get to experience healthy conflict. You swallow your anger and your hurt just to keep the surface smooth. And eventually, that swallowed emotion turns into burnout or resentment. The fourth type is the caretaker. If you're a caretaker, you only feel worthy when you are needed. You're the friend who gets the 2 a.m. crisis text, the partner who tries to fix their significant other, the one who jumps in with, "Don't worry, I'll handle it." Psychologically, this is often linked to parentification, being the emotional adult in your family before you were actually an adult. You learned that love is transactional. I fix you, therefore I am valuable. The danger here is codependency. You might unconsciously attract people who are always in crisis because their chaos makes you feel important. If everyone around you was suddenly stable and self-sufficient, you might feel a terrifying drop in self-worth. You don't know who you are if you aren't the helper. The fifth type is the entertainer. On the surface, the entertainer looks confident and fun, but the engine underneath is fear. If you're an entertainer, you feel responsible for the mood in the room. If a conversation dies, you panic. You make jokes, tell stories, and perform happiness because you are terrified that if you showed your real feelings, your sadness, your boredom, your anxiety, people would lose interest. You use humor as a shield. You make self-deprecating jokes to beat others to the punch. You've internalized the idea that you are only lovable as long as you are on. The moment you stop performing, you fear becoming invisible. Finally, the sixth type, the busy bee. For the busy bee, people-pleasing looks like productivity. You're the one organizing the group trip. You're the one taking notes in the meeting. You clean the kitchen while everyone else is watching the movie. This is perfectionism as armor. You believe that if you work harder than everyone else, no one can criticize you. If you are constantly useful, you are safe from rejection. Staying busy also keeps you from having to sit with your own thoughts. As long as there's another task, another email, another chore, you don't have to ask yourself, am I actually okay? So, take a deep breath. If you recognize yourself in any of these types, I want you to know something important. You didn't become this way because you are weak. You became this way because you were smart. At some point in your life, pleasing people kept you safe. It earned you praise. It was a survival strategy that worked. But you aren't that child anymore. You are an adult with choices. Healthy love can handle a no. Healthy friendships can handle a little friction. The people who truly love you don't love you for your utility or your compliance. They love you for you. Now I want to hear from you. Which archetype resonates with you the most? Are you the yes person, trapped by agreement? The chameleon, lost in adaptation? The peacekeeper, allergic to conflict? The caretaker, needing to be needed? The entertainer, performing for love? Or the busy bee, working for worth? Leave a comment below with your type. It's always fascinating to see how we aren't as alone in these patterns as we think. If this helped you, make sure to subscribe so we can keep exploring the psychology of different personalities. I'll see you in the next one.